Okay, I'm working on this 2002 Dodge Caravan of mine, doing the water pump. I watched a YouTube video on it, and here's the water pump. It's completely shot. The van sounded like crap. It just sounded like the motor was going to fly apart. This water pump, you can see you got stems way out. That's so you can take literally and move this part all the way around, because you got to drop the motor down. Can undo the mounts, drop the motor down, leave the pulley flopping like that. You can't even get the pulley off and get it out. So a lot of people talk about a lower tube. You've got this tube here that feeds right from the water pump housing all the way back and comes back and goes up in there. Nobody mentions that. That's where I'm losing my coolant, even though the water pump sounds like hell. Water pump goes right in there. That hole that you see from the back side, let me crawl under here. So now, don't know how well this is going to show. That pipe running right there across, up underneath the axle and that, everything's soaking wet. That's the pipe that's rotted. Nobody mentions it. They always talk about this pipe right here to replace it. There's not a speck of rust on that one on mine. It's got oil all over it. That's probably what protected it. Anyway, just wanted you to be aware of that's well, you really should have a look for. The guy that got me the place that supplied the water pump supplied the wrong water pump, and then while taking it off I found that hose was gone. I bought this one, didn't even need it. Let's get back out from underneath. This is my garage for the day. Nice soft floor. Anyway, this is a piece of shit. Just got my Tim Hortons coffee. Anyway, when I get a little further along, I brought Bob along. He's gonna try and get me motivated to do this. When I get further along, I'll bring you back. Alright, so back again. You can see the scaly surface rust right here. And right there, it was leaking out somewhere around here, but the thing is really scaly. What an ignorant thing to get out. The bolt closest to the water pump, which would have been into there, is a 15 mil socket. I had to get a Johnson bar, and I thought it was going to snap. The thing was so tight. Anyway, when I get a little further along, I'll get back to you. Okay, back again. That tube is all gone, been replaced. I've glued this gasket because they're real bare. They'll want to keep falling off on you. Everybody recommends it too. I can understand it because it's hard to get it up in there. Wiggle it up in with the pulleys. Clean your bolts up. I cleaned all the threads. They're really hard to get your hands in there to put them in. So if you clean them, I'm going to put a bit of anti-seize on them. You know, in case, I don't know, this is an old van. Runs good, it's just a beater, but if you ever have to get them out, these were really hard. There's lots of people, I watched their videos on doing it, their bolts broke, you know, and some people figured they were cross-threaded, whatever, but if you have to go back in again, you put anti-seize on it, you should stand a way better chance of getting them out. Back here when I get more done. Alright, so it's all back together. I've run it, topped up all the coolant, there's no leaks, no more issues. It really wasn't a good video if you wanted to see how to change a water pump on one of these, but I decided to turn it on for something to do. If anybody ever watches it that has one, I hope they realize that there's that heater core metal line that goes across the back of the motor. Nobody talks about that. That's the only thing that was rotted on mine, and it's one miserable job. I wished I really had have started it up and let you hear the noise that the water pump was making. It was just horrific. It sounded like metal on metal, parts banging and clanging. You'd swear it was out of oil. I'm going to take the water pump and rattle it. Hopefully you can hear it over the air conditioner next door. Sorry, it's going to be rattling close to, or flopping back and forth in front of the screen so that the mic can pick it up. So here we go. I'm sure you could hear that. It was just unreal to hear it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for subscribing, thanks for the thumbs up, and thanks for leaving comments. Take care.